it can only go up from there. I want to say I like the trope. Okay, don't come for me. I cried so much, I bawled my eyes out, I was crying, throwing, giving up on life. I think it's fun, okay? Oh, there is a playlist. Hey stranger, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is La and I'm a 22 years old French girl obsessed with stories. And in today's video, I'm gonna give you a 2025 wrap-up of all the books I read in 2025. There is not a lot. I've been not really in a reading slump, but just not prioritizing reading. And so I only read 17 books in 2025, which is so much lower than what I read in 2022, 2023. I think 2024 I didn't read that much also. But I think 2020 and 2021 I read a lot. 2022 also. 2023 it was already going down. 2024 it was down. And now we're at an all-time low, so it can only go up from there. I want to say. It can still go down, but I hope it won't go lower. So the first book that I read this year, I'm gonna go in chronological order, was Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, which this is a young adult romance about Liz and her neighbor who used to be her friend when she was little, I think. And she's kind of fake dating with him. He's called Wes, sorry. She's fake dating Wes because she wants to get the attention of another guy. And she wants the other guy to invite her to prom, and So this one, I have my notes here with my reading journal because it's been a year since I read it. But I say this one is a cute fluffy romance. It's really cute, it's really sweet. Even though it delves into harder topics, especially grief, because Liz lost her mom when she was young. It reads younger because it's of course a young adult romance, and I haven't read one in a long time, so I'm not sure it's exactly my taste now. Young adult fantasy, I still enjoy it, but young adult romance, I'm not sure, contemporary romance, I'm not sure it's still something that I'm gonna pick up a lot. This one was very popular, so I wanted to know what it was about, but I'm not sure it's really my style anymore. I don't think I will read the second book. There is another one which is Nothing Like the Movies, I think it's called, and she has her other young adult books, but I'm not sure I will continue reading this author and these books. There is one young adult book that I'm interested in, a romance book, which is Checkmate by Ali Hazelwood. I heard amazing things about this one. But this one, I don't know. It was a fun time, there was funny and swoony moments. Still I enjoyed my time, but it felt kind of flat for me. I felt the ending was a bit rushed, that's what I said. But what was interesting that it explored different dynamics outside of the love story, the family, the friendship, and it was not only about Wes and Liz. So that was a nice thing, a nice touch. But that's the first one I read, and I don't give ratings anymore, but I think if I did give one, it would be maybe 3.5, I don't really know, or 3 stars. Next we have The Witcher by Andrzej Sapkowski. So this one is the first book called The Last Wish, I think in English, I guess. It's not translated from English, so I can't know. He's from Poland. This one is more kind of high fantasy, and I don't think I'm gonna continue the series again because I don't know, it's not really my type of book. I think high fantasy, I don't think is for me. It's not that I didn't understand, I understand what was happening, but the way it was written was a bit weird in the sense that it doesn't follow a straight storyline. It's a bunch, some kind of short stories. And so each chapter you kind of change timelines almost. And so, I don't know, it's not my favorite type of book. I like more the classical story, storyline. And still it's good because there is fantasy, of course. There's societal topics about the witchers and the monsters and should you kill them and what is good, what's bad, stuff like this. There is a bit of romance, there is friendship, and there is funny moments. So still, I think a lot of people could enjoy this book, but I don't know. it was good, like I had a good time, but I don't think I'm gonna continue on with the series. I don't feel the need to know what happens. Yeah, I wrote here that it felt more like an introduction than a real book. It doesn't feel like the story really started. It was more like getting to know the characters. And there is no spice. It's really, I mean, it's into that, but it's not like a big description. It's really vague. So if you don't want to read books with spice, this one could be for you. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I will continue on the series, even though I have the second book. I think I'm gonna stop here this one. I tried the second book, but I didn't really get into it. And I think, yeah, that's just gonna be the end for me. But I might watch the series. I think it's on Netflix, and I might watch it because I could be interested in the world and stuff, but I'm just too lazy to read like I don't know how many books, it's maybe 7 or 8 books. I think it's too much. Next, I did a accidental reread in the sense that I didn't remember that I read this book before, but it's called Rush Too Far by Abby Glines, and it's okay. Like, when I first started, I liked the series because it was my kind of first time reading this kind of new adult romance, but looking back on it, I don't think it's that good, but it was very dramatic, so it's a fun read and it's a very quick read. And yeah, there's a trope that everybody loves, that no, everybody hates, sorry, that I kind of like in the second book, I think. Like, there is 3 books, but this one, Rush Too Far, is the same storyline as the first book of the series, which is called Fallen Too Far, I think. And it's just a different POV. Fallen Too Far is from the girl's POV, I don't remember her name, and Rush Too Far, I guess he's called Rush, he's from the guy's POV. And yeah, it's a fun time because, as I say, it's full of drama and just, yeah, I don't know, it's messy. That's why it's fun, but it's nothing impactful. It's quite cliche, it's very instant love, instant attraction. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's like a great book, but it's a fun time. Then we have another by Fiona Cole, which is part of a series. I think it's called I don't know what the series is called. Oh, there is a playlist. I don't remember. But this one is like an indie book. It's not traditionally published, which I think it's fun sometimes to support others that publish their book alone. This one, again, it's a trope that everybody hates. I'm gonna say it because it's on the blog, so I think everyone knows it. It's accidental pregnancy. Everybody hates trope, they don't like it. I think it's fun, okay? And it happens in like the beginning of the book, and kind of the book follows her pregnancy, when she gives birth and stuff. And this one, yeah, I really like this trope, even though it's the most hated trope on the internet, I feel like. And I think they had quite a bit more of a mature way to resolve the third act conflict, which was nice. They both had fear going into the relationship. I don't remember the name. The girl was Karina and the guy was Jan. So the blurb is that they meet 3 times. At the first 2 times, I don't remember exactly, but they meet and stuff, but they don't have contact or something. And then the third time, when they meet again accidentally, she's pregnant, and he doesn't know that she was pregnant. He didn't know. And they both had fear going into the relationship, but they make it work. And yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I think it was a good read. I want to continue the series. This one was not the first one, it's inside the series, but I was most excited for this one because I like the trope. Okay, don't come for me. And we'll see what I think about the other ones, but yeah, it was nothing like life-changing, but still I had a nice time. Next, I reread 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole, which is a book that I absolutely love. I filmed my reaction, my reread in some vlog. I will try to put it either side. I don't remember which side it is. But yeah, this one is heartbreaking, heart-wrenching. I cried so much, I bawled my eyes out. I was crying, throwing, giving up on life. I was a mess when I was reading this book, and it was before my period, so maybe that explains why I was so emotional, because of the hormones. But this one is about Poppy and Rune, and they're really young, and so they were like lovers when they were not lovers, but they were like, it's like friends to lovers to kind of not really enemies, but estranged to lovers again. And it's so sweet, it's so cute. It's YA, so it reads younger, but this one, because it was so impactful, I liked it more than better than the movies. And of course it will read, so I knew I was gonna enjoy it a lot. I cried even more the second time, and I don't know, I just love it so much. I don't want to spoil what happens, even though I think everyone and their mother has read this book. If you don't like sad books, don't read this one. I don't know if it's really triggering, like it's not, I don't think it's really touchy subject in a sense, but still, it's really sad. So yeah, but it's so sweet, so romantic, so cute, so wholesome, and I love it. And what sparked the read was this beautiful copy that I have, like a French edition. Look at that, like the spread edges, and here, like it's so pretty. And inside we have Rune, and then here we have Poppy. Like it's so cute, and my cat name is Poppy. I don't know if it's from this one or from Blood and Ash that I wanted to call him Poppy, or maybe People We Meet on Vacation. I don't know, but this name is quite in a few books that I read, and I thought it sounded so cute. And so even though my cat is a male, I think Poppy is such a good name, so my cat is named Poppy. Then I read Buy Yourself the Damn Flowers by Tam Corey, which says the self-love guide to growing, healing, and learning to put yourself first. So I follow Tam Corey on YouTube, and I really enjoyed her videos. I think she cuts straight to the chase. Like she doesn't sugarcoat, she doesn't beat around the bush. She just goes straight to what she wants to say, and sometimes it's tough love, but it's good. And so I wanted to read her book, and I think I like her videos more. I think maybe her voice doesn't translate that much in a book. I don't know if it was popular, if a lot of people bought it, but I know she's making a special edition, so maybe it was successful. I hope for her at least. And yeah, this one is a self-help book, but I found it kind of generic advice. Like it didn't really unpack it that much. I didn't find something really new. Of course, it's always good to hear this kind of stuff, even if you know about them, because it's good to have a reminder. But it didn't impact me or change the way I view things. But I think it could be a good starting point in like your self-love journey if you really have low confidence, if you don't know anything about self-love, if you want to like yourself more, love yourself, if you want to have more confidence, if you want to heal, to grow, and learn to put yourself first, as she says. I think it could be a good book. But I just want to say I love the cover. I love the red and pink together. I think it looks so cute. And maybe it could be a good book if you just break up, because she's talking about breaking up and healing from a breakup and spending like Valentine's Day alone and stuff like this. So maybe it could be a good book for this kind of situation. Then I read More Than a Carpenter by Josh McDowell and Sean McDowell. This one is like a Christian book. It's like 15 million copies sold, and it says his story might change yours. And this one is about, so Josh is a skeptic turned believer, and it answers the question, who is Jesus? And I think it's a really good book. Like, I'm Catholic and I really enjoyed this read. I really enjoyed it in the sense that it taught me a lot, and it answers a lot of great questions about religion, faith, Christianity, but it was a bit dense to read because it's kind of, this person said that, the other person said this, how they view things are different, how they view things are similar. It's kind of condensed of a lot of people's opinions, so sometimes I was kind of getting lost, but the point came across. And I think it's really good if sometimes people ask you questions about your faith and you don't really know how to answer them. I think this book gives you the tools to answer them. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Then I read this one, which is Un esprit bof dans un corps pas ouf from Anne-Sophie Girard. This one is not translated in English. I'm not sure. I don't think so. It's a French book, and it says on the back, a book of personal development for those who are like kind of have enough of personal development. They had enough with it. And I think, again, this book was nice to read in the sense that it's great reminders. It didn't change my life, it didn't really teach me anything new, but it's always good to hear this kind of stuff and put them in your brain. And I don't know, it was feel good. It wasn't like, oh, to get better you have to do this, and this, and kind of pressuring you, and this kind of, I don't know, toxic positivity or like you always need to get better and stuff. It was more chill and just, yeah, sometimes life sucks and sometimes you feel like this and sometimes it's not great, but still you can get better. I don't know, it was just a nice spin on the usual kind of self-help book, I think. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It was like a recommendation from a friend. I recommended it to another friend, and it was a nice time. It wasn't groundbreaking, but still I enjoyed it. Then I read The Graham Effect by Al Kennedy. This one was a gift, and I was really happy with this gift because the person said, oh, it looks like something you might like, and of course I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it a lot, even though it's not my favorite trope in the sense that it's friends with benefits to lovers. It's not my favorite trope, but still I had a great time. I think I would give it 4 stars if I was still writing books. It's not my favorite, but it was still a really good read. I filmed some clips for a vlog, so once the vlog will come out, you will see my full opinions about it. But yeah, it's about Gigi and Luke, and I won't say much about it because I don't want to spoil this vlog. But again, I really like this read. It was a really fun time. It was sexy, it was sweet, it was fun, funny, there was some humor, and yeah, I had a nice time. Then I read this book throughout multiple weeks, which is called Beholding and Becoming by Ruth Shue Simmons, and it's called The Heart of Everyday Worship. And this one is again a Christian book. First of all, it's a beautiful, beautiful book. Like, look at this. Inside you have so many illustrations. I'm gonna show you like a random page. Like, look at this. Look at this one. It's absolutely stunning. Like the flowers, the bees, the butterflies, everything. And this one, I like how it was made in the sense that you have a beholding part. Like, for example, behold God's view of you. And then you have a becoming part. For example, becoming what's true about you. And so you have some different topics, and you have always a beholding and becoming part. And it's kind of like a devotional in the sense you have scripture and kind of her interpretation, and yeah, it's always in link. You have 16 kind of chapters, you have a glossary, and it's just, I really enjoyed it. Like, it's great reminders, it gives you scripture, it gives you different subjects, so even if you have like questions or struggles in your faith, you can turn to this book and see they talk about it. And the fact that it's a beautiful book like enhanced the experience 1,000 times. So I really enjoyed, and I know she has at least one other book. I don't remember the name, but she has one other book, so I will totally read it because I really want to. And I think it was a really great book. And it was very easy to understand, very clear, the point came across. I understood everything she meant to say. I like the topic covered, and it's a great gift for a Christian person. Then I did a reread of The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. This one is one of my favorite books. It's so sweet, it's so wholesome, full of life lessons. I think everyone can read this book, any age, any part of life of the world, any like woman, men, old, young, everyone could enjoy this book. It's just an amazing book. And it's French, of course, I'm a bit proud of it. But I reread this one, and I liked it also because it sparked like a conversation in the park with some like 2 older ladies, and it was really sweet, a really sweet memory. And I smiled so much reading this book. Like, I was so happy, it was such a good time. But I didn't remember that the ending was that sad and emotional. Like, I didn't remember all of it because I have quite a bad memory, so I tend to forget what happened in the book, even my favorite books. But yeah, this one is quite emotional and sad, and I didn't clock that when I read it the first time, I think, or I didn't remember. But I was almost crying, I think, in the park. I was really sad. So yeah, I just love it. It's so impactful, full of life lessons again. And it's like, if I loved it less, I might be able to talk about it more. I think it's like a Jane Austen quote, maybe in Emma or something. That's kind of with this book. Like, I love it so much, and like one of my favorites, so I don't really know what to say about it. Just please, if you haven't read it, read it. It's such a classic book and I think everyone would love it. Then I read The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stefan Chbosky. This one is also quite a classic, but I think it came out, when did it came out? It's not that young of a book. 1999, I think, maybe, or 1997. I'm not sure. But yeah, I wasn't even born yet. But I really enjoyed it and I want to watch the movie now with like Emma Watson. And this one is about Charlie. He's like a freshman and he's just not really popular, and he writes to this friend and it's about his life at school and his new friends and his family and everything, like how he feels, what he thinks. The writing is absolutely stunning, the quotes are beautiful, and what is good is that I could still like get attached and relate, even if it's a coming of age story about someone younger than I am, because I'm not in high school anymore, I'm in university now. I went through all the feelings with the book, with the story. I wasn't ready for the plot twist at the end, which was heartbreaking and so sad and so traumatizing. Like, it was really a hard read at the end, but it was an amazing book. I really enjoyed it. It was really impactful. And yeah, I couldn't say I have a great time in the sense that it was sad and I had a lot of emotion, but it was just very, very good story and very, very beautiful writing. Then I read Things I Wanted to Say by Monica Murphy, which is the first book I think in the Lancaster Prep series. And this one is quite long, as you can see, and it's a bit repetitive, I think, and a bit too long and a bit too slow. It was darker than the other two in like themes and tropes. It was more twisty, more taboo, more spicy, and I think it felt a bit like more smut than death and feelings for the love story. So if you don't really like this kind of books, I'm not sure you would enjoy this one. To be honest, it's not my favorite in the story. It was still, I was here for the drama, because there was a lot of drama, a lot of messiness, so this was fun. But otherwise, there was also like a comment that the guy made about something that happened to her that was weird. And yeah, I don't know, it wasn't my favorite. I'm gonna finish the series because I bought all of them, and you're gonna see I read another one that I enjoyed more. But this one, I don't know. It's not my favorite. Some things were a bit weird and icky and cringy and just not my favorite. I'm sorry, the lighting is getting so bad, but we have to finish the video. Then the next book I read was Daughter Stanton by Teal Swan. This one I don't have a physical copy of, so I will put it on the screen. This one was also full of drama. I was here for the drama. It was really fun, but it was not my favorite because first of all, the main male character, but also the FMC could be quite immature at times, even though they were supposed to be, I don't know, 25 and older. So I'm like, of course you're not going to be perfect, but please come on, you know how to communicate. And they didn't know. Like, there was a lot of miscommunication. And also something that cringed me out so much is that he's supposed to speak French, or both of them, I don't remember, but like in the beginning of the book they speak French. And the French was bad, like it wasn't French, like you don't say things like this. I don't have to explain, like the grammar, the way the sentences were constructed, it doesn't really make sense, or at least it's not something you would really say. So I was kind of, I don't know, it felt like the author didn't really research it well enough, and I think it doesn't show enough effort and care. So it kind of threw me off the book. But it's my first time reading this kind of trope, which is adjacent to one of my favorite tropes, but not the same. And yeah, I don't know, it was nice. Like, I had a fun time, but still things bother me and it wasn't the best. So I don't really know if I would recommend it, to be honest. I think if you're looking for a like quick read full of drama, maybe, but otherwise I'm not sure. Next, I read Promises We're Meant to Keep by Monica Murphy, another book in the Lancaster Pratt novel. This one was way more cozy. I don't know, I wouldn't say cozy, but calmer than the other books of the series. And this one is like a second chance romance. It's kind of like a redemption arc. There is a lot of family dynamics in the series, like the two characters are exploring family dynamics, and there's kind of like a mafia trope, I would say loosely, And yeah, it wasn't very long. I think I like this one more than the other one I read this year, which is I just talk about it. Things I wanted to say. I liked this one more, but I think my two favorites in the series are A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime and Promises Were... No, I Always Be With You, sorry. Those ones I like more. But this one was still good. And the main character, like the FMC, she was very unlovable, but like the redemption arc was kind of about her. And I don't know. I liked it. It wasn't my favorite. I'm gonna finish the series, as I say, because I bought all of them. But I don't think I will continue with like the next generation. I think I'm interested in some other book by this author, but we'll see. But this one, it was good. Maybe 3 stars. Next, I read Summer in the City by Alex Astor. This one is about Elle and what's his name again? I forgot. And Parker. And it's like kind of forced proximity because they live in the same apartment. Not for the same apartment, same building, on like the same floor. And it's kind of loosely hate to love. Like they met before something happened, they don't really like each other, and now they meet again. And it's kind of fake dating also. She's like a writer, so he helps her with like inspiration, and she helps him like appear as someone who is more friendly and stuff. I think like she appears with him because he's a really famous guy, and it takes place in New York. So this I enjoyed. I went to New York like more than 10 years ago, but I think I enjoyed it. It was nice. I mean I love the city, but I enjoyed seeing this scenery in the book. And yeah, it was a really quick read. I had a fun time, to be honest. It's like a rom-com, so there is like funny banter, and there is like a lot talking about her relationship with her mother and the way she was raised. There is friendship, again, there is family. She also has a sister. It also talks about his family. And I won't say much more because I filmed my reactions and my thoughts in a reading vlog. So you will know everything that I thought about this book, but I enjoyed it. It was good. I had a nice time. Again, I mean, I keep saying random ratings, even though I don't give ratings anymore, but this one maybe could be like a 4-star vibe, I think. And lastly, this year I read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I read it in French, and this one was a total miss for me, to be honest. I got this word recommended by a psychiatrist a long time ago when I first started my like mental health journey, and I was expecting a lot because I know it's a really famous book and I heard about it. But to be honest, I tabbed it because I was trying to delve more into the story and take my time with it, and thinking maybe if I go slower I will enjoy it more. But no, sadly it was a total miss. I didn't get the point of the book. I was like, this is random words that he's saying. It's like too spiritual, but not in the godly sense, in the hoo-hoo sense, like kind of witchy. I don't know, not witchy, but just not something I really understand and really care about. And I felt like the book was so long. I mean, it wasn't that long, but just rehashing the same point over and over again. And yeah, I just didn't enjoy it. I was really disappointed, and I don't think I will read anything more by this author. But yeah, it was sadly maybe like 2 stars or even less. I don't know, I just didn't like it at all. So I'm gonna stop now. That's it. That's all the book I read this year. That's not a lot. Like as I said, 17 books. It's not a lot. I hope to read at least like 20-25 books next year. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!